سڵاوتانە بێ قوتابیانی خۆشەویست لەم وانەیەدا باز لە equation with rational numbersەکەم. Equation with rational numbers واتە هاوکێشەکان کە ژمارە ڕێژەیەکانە تێدا بێت. Example number 1 we have y minus 12.5 equal to 17. We have to find in the value of y. Y is a variable. We don't know how much or how many is it, so we have to find the value of y. We have subtract. We have to take in the inverse of negative 12.5 for both sides. The inverse of negative 12.5 is positive 12.5, so write y minus 12.5 plus 12.5 equal to 17 plus 12.5. So in the left side we have two numbers with the different sign, so these two numbers are reduced. We have only y equal to 17 plus 12.5. 17, 12.5. We have to add these two numbers, right decimal point and 0. 0 plus 5 equal to 5, right decimal point, and 7 plus 2 equal to 9. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So y, the value of y is 29.4. Example number 2, we have negative 2.7p equal to 10.8. We have multiplication between negative 2.7 and p. When we have multiplication, we have to use division for finding the value of p. We have to divide both sides by the number that is with the variable, by 2.7, and 10.8 divided by negative 2.7. Now these two numbers are reduced. Negative 2.7 divided by negative 2.7 equal to 1. So p stay the same, equal to 10.8 divided by 2.7. In division, when we have two different sign, the quotient will be negative. And then now we have to divide 10.8 divided by 2.7. For this type of division, the divisor is decimal number. We have to change to normal number by multiplying. We have to multiply both sides by 10, because the divisor in this divisor, after this decimal point, you have one numbers after decimal point, so you have to multiply by 10. If you have two numbers, you have to multiply by 100, divisor and dividend. Now this two number multiply by 10. This decimal point move one step to the right, we get 7, and this decimal point move one step to the right, become 108. Now we can start in our division. 10, how many 7s are in 10? We have 1. 1 times 7 equal to 7. 10 minus 7 equal to 3. Bring down 8. How many 8s are in 38? We have 5. 5 times 7 equal to 35. 38 minus 35 equal to 3. So equal to 15. P is equal to approximately equal to 15. Not exactly equal to 15. كاتە پیەکەمان بە نزیکەیە کاتە نێگەتیف 15 بە تەواوەتی ناگاتە نێگەتیف 15 چکە ئێمە دیسمەڵ دیڤیژنەکەمان تەواو نەکردووە ئەتوانیت هەر بنووسی ماینس 15 ئەتوانیت بەردەوام بیت هەتاکو بە پوینت بۆ دەرەچێ. Example number 4, we have t divided by 7.5 equal to 4. For finding the value of t, if we have a division or divide, we have to multiply both sides by the number that is with a variable. So we have t out of 7.5 equal to 4. We have to multiply both sides by 7.5. These two numbers are reduced t equal to 4 times 75. Sorry, 4 times 7.5 times 4. 4 times 5 equal to 20. You have to regroup in. 4 times 7 equal to 28 plus 2 equal to 30. We have odd numbers after decimal point. We have to skip one numbers and write decimal point. So we have 30. The value of t should be 30. Example number 4. We have x plus 1 out of 5 equal to minus or negative 2 out of 5. We have to take in the inverse of positive 1 out of 5. So write x plus 1 out of 5 minus 1 out of 5 equal to negative 2 out of 5 minus 1 out of 5. So we have the same fractions with different signs. So these two fractions are reduced. Write x equal to minus 2 out of 5 and minus 1 out of minus times minus plus. We have to add these two fractions. Write 5 as denominator, 2 plus 1 equal to 3, and we have to write always the sign of the large number of the large fraction. The big fraction is 2 out of 5, so 2 out of 5 is negative. We have to write negative 3 out of 5. So x equal to negative 3 out of 5. Example number 5. We have x minus 1 out of 4 equal to 3 out of 8. First, we have to take the inverse of negative 1 out of 4. X minus 1 out of 4 plus 1 out of 4. So the inverse of minus 1 out of 4 is plus 1 out of 4 equal to 3 out of 8 plus 1 out of 4. These two fractions are reduced. X is equal to 3 out of 8 plus 1 out of 4. 3 out of 8 plus 1 out of 4. We have the different denominators. We have to find least common multiple for 8 and 3. Least common multiple for 8 and 3 for 8 and 4 equal to 8. So we have to change this fraction 1 out of 4 times 2. Because 4 times 1 number equal to 8, we have to multiply by 2. Numerator and denominator, 1 times 2 equal to 2. 4 times 2 equal to 8. Now we can add this two fraction, 3 out of 8 plus 2 out of 8 equal to 5 out of 8. So x, the value of x should be 5 out of 8. Example number 6, we have 3 out of 5 times w equal to 3 out of 16. We have multiply between these fractions and a variable. When we have multiply, we have to divide both sides by the number or fraction that is with a variable. So we have to divide both sides by 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. And then These two fractions are reduced. W equal to 3 out of 16 divided by 3 out of 5. When we divide two fractions, we have to write the first fraction without changing and divide to multiply, and we have to write the reciprocal of the second fraction, 5 out of 3. Now we have to multiply these two fractions, but before we multiplying the two fractions, we can reduce 3 divided by 3 equal to 1 and 3 divided by 3 equal to 1. So 1 times 5, 16 times 1 equal to 5 out of 16. So the value of W should be 5 out of 16. Example number 7, you have y plus 16.7 equal to negative 4.9. We have to take the inverse of 16.7. So y plus 16.7 minus 16.7 equal to minus 4.9 minus 16.7. These two numbers reduce. Y equal to minus 4.9 minus 16.7. We have to solve this numbers. Minus times minus equal to plus. So we have to add these two numbers, but we have to write the sign of the large number in the difference. 4.9 and 16.7. 16.7 is greater than 4.9. So 16.7 is negative. We have to write negative, but we have to add these two numbers, 16.7, 4.9. 7 plus 9 equal to 16. We have to regroup in, write a small point, and 1 plus 6 equal to 7. 7 plus 4 equal to 11. We have to regroup in again. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Equal to 21.6. Negative 21.6. Y. Example number 8. We have Z divided by 10.7 equal to 4. When we have divide, you have to multiply. Multiply both sides. Z divided by 10.4 equal to 4. We have to multiply both sides by 10.4. These two numbers are reduced. Z equal to 4 times 10.4. You have to multiply these two numbers, 10.4 times 4. 4 times 4 equal to 16. You have to regroup in. 4 times 0 equal to 0 plus 1 equal to 1. 4 times 1 equal to 4. Now we have to write the decimal point. We have one numbers after decimal point, so you have to write decimal point here. So Z equal to 41.6. Example number 9. We have J plus 1 out of 3 equal to 3 out of 4. We have to take the inverse of positive 1 out of 3. So equal to J plus 1 out of 3 minus 1 out of 3, because the inverse of 1 out of 3 plus 1 out of 3 is minus 1 out of 3, equal to 3 out of 4 minus 1 out of 3. These two fractions are reduced. J equal to 3 out of 4 minus 1 out of 3. We have the different denominators. We have to find least common multiple for 4 and 3. Least common multiple for 4 and 3 is 12. So we have to change both fraction. 4 times 1 number equal to 12. We have to multiply by 3. Both multiply by 3. 3 times 3 equal to 9. 4 times 3 equal to 12. The second fraction is 1 out of 3. 3 times what number equal to 12 times 4. So 1 times 4 equal to 4. 3 times 4 equal to 12. Now you have these two fractions. 9 out of 12 minus 4 out of 12. equal to 9 minus 4 equal to 5, and write 12 as a denominator. So j, the value of j is 5 out of 12. Example number 10, we have x minus 1 out of 12 equal to 5 out of 12. We have to take the inverse of minus 1 out of 12. X minus 1 out of 12, the inverse of minus 1 out of 12 is plus 1 out of 12 equal to 5 out of 12 plus 1 out of 12. These two fractions are reduced. X equal to, write 12 as a denominator, 5 plus 1 equal to 6. X equal to 6 out of 12. Example number 11, you have negative 5f equal to 1.5. When we have multiply, we have to divide both sides by minus 5. Minus 5f equal to 1.5, divide both sides with these numbers, minus 5, minus 5. These two numbers are reduced. F equal to 1.5 divided by 5. When we have two different signs, the quotient will be negative. 1.5 divided by 5. How many 5s are in 1? We don't have. You have to write 0 in the quotient. 0 times 5 equal to 0. 1 minus 0 equal to 1, sorry. And write decimal point in the quotient and bring down 5. How many 5s are in 15? You have 3. 3 times 5 equal to 15. So F equal to negative 0.3. Example number 12, we have minus or negative 5c equal to 5.24. We have multiply between this number and variable. We have to divide both sides by 5. Sorry, by negative 5. These two numbers are reduced. C equal to 5 out of 24 divided by minus 5. We have to change this whole number to fraction by writing 1 as a denominator for negative 5. Now we can divide. We have to write the first fraction without changing, 5 out of 24, and change divide to multiply, and write the reciprocal of minus 5 out of 1 equal to 1 out of 5. Now we can multiply 5 times minus 5 equal to minus 5. 5 times 24 equal to 96. So C equal to negative 5 out of 96.